Welcome everyone to the Dragoon Slayer podcast. I am the Blue Dragoon, Daniel the Dragon, and with me once again is the incomparable family man himself, James Haynes.
Hello everybody from the Sphere.
That's right, everybody. We are back wishing you a happy holidays because This is our holiday episode of the Dragoon Slayer podcast, and we are not covering any Christmas or any other holiday movies for that matter.
Except Jingle Bells sung by dogs.
No,
which is still hysterical.
No, but we do have a full-packed episode for everyone today because we are going to be discussing Tron Ares. We are going to be discussing the final episodes of It, Welcome to Deria.
Yes.
We are also going to be talking about the brand new Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man. And we are going to be discussing The Mighty Nein on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
So, I do want to start off things because we've had a lot of ups and downs recently. We lost Kariyuki Tagawa, we lost Rob Reiner and his wife. We lost Gil Gerard.
Yes, that was your beep, 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 beep. He's gone.
Yep. Although,
even though I still crack up at when you and Dan met him at Chilla, and
he looked like he ate Twiggy.
And basically Dan was going to go back if the...
Oh, no, we did go back because the bootleg movies that we bought from him...
Bootleg?
Yes, that he was selling himself of the Buck Rogers movie. Both of our DVDs that Dan and I had bought were just not working properly, and we did go back 2 days in a row and we were able to get the information to get the correct thing, so we did.
Otherwise Dan was going to go beep 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 beep, fuck you.
Yeah. So we had that little situation, but no, so we've lost a lot of celebrities this year, and we keep losing more, and it's a little bit sad, but I will say on a positive note, Amazon Prime has the rental option for the Chainsaw Man Rise movie.
Oh, goody.
And I did get to watch it finally, and it is absolutely worth the watch.
Good.
So I highly recommend anyone, if you've seen Chainsaw Man, watch the movie, go and rent it. It's absolutely worth it. We just had the final episodes that came out for My Hero Academia, so that season is over when it comes to the anime, but I'm pretty sure I know we're getting the spin-off second season for My Hero Vigilantes, but they did tell everyone that when My Hero Academia was going to be ending, it was going to be different from the manga. They were going to expand on it, and we were going to get more closure for where the characters ended up, and we did not. So I have been a little bit disappointed in that because it pretty much ended almost exactly like the manga, which it wasn't a terrible ending, but people still wanted closure. They wanted to know who ended up with who, where some of these other characters were going, where they stood in the hero ranking charts and things, and we didn't get as much of that as we could. They only did, I believe, 11 episodes for the season, so either give us a movie that tells us everything afterwards, or, I don't know, one more episode, a nice special OVA. But then we just had, as of the time of recording this, the final episode of May I Ask One Final Thing finished, and it is fun, entertaining, and I love the fact that you have a princess who runs around beating the hell out of people. Her thirst for vengeance and punching people is incomparable to almost any other character I've ever come across. She has such a joy in punching people in the face that she has the power to stop time just to be able to enjoy it for a little bit longer.
Hey, how many people want to have that there? I want to have that power.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of people that want that power.
Please tell us what kind of power you want. You can email us at
dragoonslayerpodcast@gmail.com. That's all one word. Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's. That's dragoonslayerpodcast@gmail.com. So, yes, we've got more things going on. Jimmy, do you have anything you want to
Well, let's see. Before I start going into the vault, did you see the teaser for her, Miss Millie Alcott?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we do have to talk the Supergirl trailer. That was absolutely amazing. I want
more. Because you know he's there.
Yep.
Because all you see is the cigar. That's all. That's perfect. That's it.
Yep.
Give us a little time because
No. I don't want to see anything else. I just want to see the movie now.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I don't want to be spoiled. I don't need to have like a bunch of other things happening.
The only thing I want to see online is just Momoa in costume. That's it.
No, I just want to see the bike.
Oh, that too.
That's all I want.
That's all.
I don't need anything else. I just want to see the bike.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's two. Now, you also know what comes out today and for the next 4 weeks.
That would be exactly
Doomsday.
Yes. They're going to be releasing the teasers because, of course, they're going to be teasers.
It's a Captain America, which, by the way, he has signed up.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris Evans has signed up. We will have a Thor teaser. We will have a Doom teaser, and then the final teaser will be the whole spiel.
See, now this is the thing that bothers me.
Go ahead.
So many trailers, so many teasers for a movie that's going to be coming out at the end of next year.
And the Russo brothers have already put the countdown out.
Yeah, and I'm fine with putting a countdown out.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one teaser. We already know. They've given us way too much information. Too many things are leaking online. I don't want this
And
spoiled.
everybody keeps leaking one story, another, and everything. Just give us one teaser. Let us have that.
Give us
That's it.
one solid teaser. I don't need a bunch of other teasers. Make it so good that we can't wait till the summertime when you give us a trailer.
Which will be with Spider-Man.
And that should be the only things. I do not want to be spoiled on this one because there's so much that's going to be happening. I want to be able to enjoy it all. The speculation is fun, but this is something I really want to be able to enjoy.
Let's wait, everybody.
Yeah.
I know, because on a good positive note, also coming out today, and I know you'll like to enjoy it, Mark Hamill voicing in the SpongeBob movie.
Oh, God.
Yes, he is.
You know, I've never watched SpongeBob, or at least not a full, episode of SpongeBob.
Why not? Shut up, Patrick.
I think it was the time frame of when it came out versus...
Listen, I caught it up. I started with my nephew. It's like, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. That stuff is still hysterical to this day. Besides,
it could be funny, but it was not for...
I know. Yeah, I mean, people will be even because also you know that next week is Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah.
But that's the only funny part of the episode. Everything else is, as Mike would say, is meh.
Yeah.
But
so, happy holidays, everybody.
Yes.
And if you don't like the fact that I said happy holidays, you can wish us a Merry Christmas on all of our socials.
Or a happy Hanukkah, or a happy Kwanzaa, or a happy Christmas Kwanzaa Hanukkah, whatever the heck they want to tongue twist everybody to do.
Well, I'm partial to a happy solstice, but
yes, that will be on Sunday.
And if anyone would like to do that, they can feel free to send us an email at dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. That's all one word. Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's. That's dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can leave us comments on Dragoon Slayer Official on Instagram or the Facebook page, which is the Dragoon Slayer Podcast.
Now, also, before we get in, we talked about the holidays. We just want to give a little PSA. It's that time of the year. All right, we already know that everybody's going to be happy. There's going to be some of the sad and gloomy. But if you come into the latter two, please email us, contact us. Don't go into those zones there. We're here, all right? We know it's that some people can enjoy this time of the year. We also know people that can't enjoy this time of the year. Guess what? Let's make it enjoyable for everyone, all right? Because it is a great time of the year.
And besides, if you want to humbug it, I'm willing to humbug it with you.
And you know what? Yeah, just be careful of the 3 ghosts.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because Carol Kane might come with a toaster.
I'm okay with that one.
No, she beat the shit out of Bill Murray with that.
I'm okay with that one.
So are we all. We still like when she did that to him.
Yeah. Scrooged is absolutely amazing.
Still the best.
Yep.
But I was watching Magoo's, which is on Peacock. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I have not seen that in years. Last time I saw it was on PIX 11. Yes, I thought, and let me tell you, it still makes me laugh. How they go in the beginning of it, and then when you see, it's like he's like all this blind, and then also it's like a whole changed character. He screws. It's amazing, and everything. You can still find it on Peacock. Yeah. Please enjoy it.
Yeah, and speaking of Peacock, you dirty bastards at WWE that have decided that Saturday night's main event doesn't get to be shown on NBC anymore. Thankfully, I found a way to watch John Cena's retirement match. And while the entire night was amazing, and
yes,
I absolutely was getting very emotional knowing that this was Cena's final time. And he is the GOAT.
And everybody gave him a good send-off on all the first 3 matches there.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. And I mean, but that last match, you know...
I agree with the fans. I disagreed with the way the ending was.
Yep.
I can understand you wanted Gunther to get the victory, but I feel it really should have been Cena being choked out and not tapping out. He should have passed
What
out.
a freaking frown on his face. What is he, the freaking Joker?
Well, you know, everyone does say he looks like Jim Varney. So,
hey, Vern. Exactly. We have your son here.
Yeah, pretty much. Now
he'll get back to filming.
Yes.
He took 1 year off. He guaranteed that a year before.
He has so many projects that are coming up, so I can't wait to see what he does next. John, you are the GOAT. You are absolutely one of my top favorites. And I watched from beginning of the career to the end.
Agreed.
From the first match to the
when
last.
He slapped Angle.
Yep.
And he was there.
With ruthless aggression till the Gunther tap.
Yep.
Didn't like the ending.
Nope.
But I love the journey.
Yep.
And I'm glad I got a chance to be there to watch every one of those matches.
And like Stephanie said, Stephanie grew up, you know, I'll say it. She's right. She grew up following his career.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, wait a minute. She was around during Andre. Andre was in other federations. He wasn't a staple in WWE. Yep. Well, what about Hulk Hogan was in other federations before he came to WWE.
And we don't like talking about him.
Yes, but I know. But the staple have been him and basically even back and forth Lesnar, Orton, and Batista. And they said 2 out of the 4 are retired right now.
Yep. And
everything.
Rumor mill is Lesnar's on his way out too.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame it.
So we'll see if Gunther makes him leave too. Now, let's go and jump right on in with Tron Ares.
Yes.
Now, I love the fact that this movie starts off where they're making the references to the previous other 2 films.
Yeah.
And Tron Legacy was not left to the sidelines.
No.
The soundtrack, absolutely amazing.
My God. I was just going to say the same because, let me tell you something. Reznor and Atticus, it's like if you hear it, it's nostalgic 80s in a way. It almost sounds like John Carpenter's Escape from New York even.
But
it's so amazing.
The updates to the graphics.
Yes.
Everything that they did there, you could tell there was love behind it, even if there were certain things that you can find fault in, because the creation of them actually going and 3D printing all the different characters and stuff to bring them into the real world.
Yeah.
They're the giant thing in the sky.
That giant drone.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I was just like, oh my God.
The cycles.
Though.
But you look at it when they first started, how long was Ares lasting? 29 minutes.
Yeah, he couldn't make it.
No.
Any longer. They were looking for that permanence code.
And she found it.
Yep.
She found it.
She found it. She was able to keep it going. but I love the fact that this harkened all the way back to the original. And not only did it harken back to the original,
it brought him back.
They went into the original grid.
Yes.
And you got to see him use the original cycle.
Yes.
The original light cycle is iconic.
Oh, please. I still remember playing that even on the Tron game.
Oh, I remember one year I was down in Florida on vacation, and at the hotel, they had the Tron arcade machine.
Yeah.
And they left it open. I could keep pressing the reset button. Gave myself so many credits to be able to keep playing.
That's the best thing.
I did not want to stop playing that game because each one of the levels was just so much fun. Using the discs. It was interesting.
And you've seen that they upgraded the disc, went from a disc to basically a triangle.
Yeah, but it was a little weird because just to be able to put the blades on it, I feel like they should have kept them as the round discs.
But it's, you know what, it was just like...
But the nostalgia of Flynn's Arcade.
Yes.
Which I have to say is one of my favorite of all of the Kingdom Hearts levels is the Tron world. Going into the grid is so much fun. And this it made me feel like a kid again. Although I do have to say Jared Leto's acting is not something I liked in this movie.
Wasn't that bad? I mean...
It was not to a level that I thought it deserved.
No. He's got the baldy. He should know better. And he put his name on his project.
He knows how...
And he knows what to do.
It's not like he can't act. It's like I feel like this performance was a little flat. Everyone else in the movie was doing really well. I love the fact that they harkened back to the original Dillinger, having it be his like, what was it, his grandson?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Gillian Anderson playing in
the mother.
It was so good hearing Ares being called Master Control. It was that moment of like, oh my God. So this is what would have happened if Dillinger made his own version of the grid.
Yeah.
There were things I liked, and then there were things that I was like, this could have been a little bit better, like some of the acting. But Jared Leto can do a good job, and I've seen him do a good job in other things.
Yeah.
This one I just felt was a little flat.
Yeah, to me, it seemed a little dry, but they gave him enough. He should have had at least a little more dialogue and everything. I mean, he's the character. Ares this is all around you. This whole Tron is surrounding you, and you should be, what's the word I'm thinking of? Carrying the ball a lot more besides, I believe it was Eve.
Yeah.
Eve, besides her.
She carried
the move. Well, she had, of course, because this was her baby. This was her project and all.
Yeah.
And everything.
Not only that, but also, I mean, you saw some of the more inventive versions of the vehicles that they came up with.
Yeah.
The updated light cycles were kind of cool, but the gliders were really fun.
Amazing.
But then being able to go underwater, which wasn't really water, those effects kind of looked a little off. So, and we know Marvel and Disney have a bad habit with their special effects of cutting it a little close lately. And I feel like they had plenty of time with this one to really go and actually make this look amazing. And I will say this does give me just a little pause, because knowing that this is, once again, Disney, Marvel is going to be putting out Avengers Doomsday, and I don't want the effects to look like they were done last minute.
Yeah.
But Tron Ares did a phenomenal job. The music from Nine Inch Nails, it worked so good. There were a bunch of different things that thematically the music hit those cues where you felt the tension, but also you felt like almost the tranquility when you went back into the original grid.
Yeah.
There were just those moments.
Just even like you said, that music was so calming. It's like, it's amazing how that even sound, like I said, it sounded so 80s-esque.
Yeah.
Instead of being more modern, it was just too patron. It was just paying tribute to this
But at least
movie, this franchise.
and at least they made sure that they referenced the other ones.
Yep.
Not just, oh, we're only going to reference the first one. We're going to pretend the second one didn't happen.
No,
I liked the second movie. So I didn't want
I seen
them to,
bits and pieces. I never fully got to, but everything. I mean, Tron, I've seen fully a couple of times and everything, but this and everything, it's worth the buy of everything if you're going on Amazon and everything. If you want to wait for the disc, heck, they're probably going to release the 3-pack soon.
Well, at this point, I say make requests and tell the studios you want them to go back to releasing DVDs and Blu-rays and 4K discs. You want physical copies of the stuff because we've seen what's been happening lately, and we've gotten one good piece of news lately. Dogma is now being released and
on 4K Blu-ray,
and it is also streaming. So you are now able to watch it. I believe, what is it? It's on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding? The two of them have been publicizing it on TikTok and everything.
But that's the thing. It's one of those things where if you love a movie and you want to be able to see it, or there's a show that you want to be able to watch, do not let the streaming services go and tell you, we're going to tell you when you can and can't watch it. The Harry Potter movies, there are plenty of Harry Potter fans. They can watch them on HBO Max, but at the same time, sometimes they pulled them off of there.
And they've gone to Peacock.
And then they bring them back eventually.
They've been bouncing back and forth with that and a lot of stuff. And even with The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Going and having to try to bounce around and find something that you wanted to watch and finding out you don't have the streaming platform for it is probably one of the most annoying things, rather than also finding out that it is not available anywhere.
And down the line, it's going to be like, okay, there's going to be an outage where you have no internet or even no streaming levels or anything. You're going to need something tangible to watch.
Yep.
And you better have those DVDs and Blu-rays. Heck, if you even have Laserdisc and VHS, God bless you.
Yeah. Hang on to those older pieces of actual physical media because they mean so much.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually talking to somebody about the good old Blockbuster days.
Yes.
Now,
the Blockbuster days.
Now, could you imagine...
The Palma video days.
But can you imagine going into a Blockbuster video and looking for Tron Ares? Just the display that would be up on the wall. A wall filled with the copies.
At least 40 to 60 copies.
Yeah.
Maybe even 100.
Before they start selling them out. After they've had their run for several months.
After several months, then they'd be down to like what, $19.99 at least, maybe $29.99 previously used.
But to be able to go and physically pick up the box and hold it, I want a box for Tron Ares because I still have my DVD box for the original Tron, the double disc set. So I'm like, I really want to be able to own this movie because I did enjoy it. And it's worth the rental price.
Yeah.
Now, we can go and jump into It Welcome to Deary. Because it hit they hit the final 2 episodes in between from the last show till this show. And they picked up the pacing. They did such a great job with this where we were all sitting there wondering, we're not seeing Pennywise. They finally start giving us Pennywise.
Yep.
But this Pennywise was different. This was more sinister.
Dark.
Yeah. This Pennywise felt creepier than even the movie version.
And you've seen why he was dark.
Yeah. We got to see how he decided to become, or she, or it, decided to become
the demon that he was.
Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Yep.
Although it really was quite disturbing where the lower half of the face from like the jaw down was all red.
It was all like costume. Blood.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was something. It was worth
cynical.
Now, The
Sinister.
seventh episode really went and revolved around them. The aftermath from the burning down of the club.
Basically, it was the burning down of the club.
Yeah. But the thing was, that's not even the one that they mentioned in the movie with Mike Hanlon's parents getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is now actually, like, this is an earlier one.
Yeah. This is the one where, if you remember the beginning of the film,
Yep.
and you see Mike going to the back end of the butcher shop there?
No, that's a different story. The black, because I don't think this was the Black Spot Club.
It seems like it, but it might not. But the thing is that you see all these bodies come, like,
Yeah.
they're
And there was
rushing
a lot
out.
of burned bodies and everything. Like, you saw the loss of
Richie.
There was a lot.
He saved Peg.
Yeah.
He saved her.
Yeah, it was very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
They made sure they hit those key moments. And even after seeing Kirsch, she went and in that clown outfit, losing her mind because it had her stare right into its deadlights.
And, oh yeah. And not only that, you've seen what he did to the cop.
Oh, yeah.
No, excuse me,
Her
it was
husband?
the butcher. It was the butcher.
Yeah, her husband.
Yeah. Because
her abusive husband,
Yeah.
he ate him.
Oh, he ate him. Not only that, he cut off the other guy's head.
Oh, yeah. But he made sure. Listen, this was a lot darker because by the time we got to the last episode, the 8th episode, it is now, they found one of the totems. They've destroyed it. Now the cage is broken. So Pennywise is trying to get out, but takes Mike's grandfather, his grandfather, and basically goes and messes with his head, puts him in the deadlights, and then goes in to get all the other kids. And
Yeah.
you could see the Pied Piper reference.
No, excuse
to
me.
it.
It wasn't Mike's grandfather. It was his father. Because his grandfather is the Air Force general. Air Force, yeah.
It's
Major.
Some of these are like hard to keep
Because
track of.
I watched that
Yeah.
little family tree. I'm like, holy crap! And then I realized that Peg
Yeah.
is Finn Wolfhard, Richie's mother. I'm like, holy shit!
Which Pennywise, spoilers, Pennywise gives her that information.
And
Not knowing.
but the crazy thing was this. Richie wasn't the one that mother was neurotic. In a way. No, it was what he calls mother that had the kid had the broken arm.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll fucking kill you.
That was Eddie.
That was Eddie.
Eddie's mom was the germaphobe.
Eddie Spaghetti. Yeah.
So even though, which is hilarious because they kept some of the names that nicknames they called them, but that fit better for the made-for-TV movie, which actually was the one where it took place in the 50s.
Yeah.
So, and then ended in the 80s. This one, the newer movies, once again, I reiterate, as I said the last episode, the most current movies started in the 80s.
In the 80s, late 80s, 1988.
And ended pretty much current day at the time. But yeah, no, this was like, they went all out. Seeing the kids together, coming together to form their own version of the Losers Club.
Yeah, and he called them losers, but all of a sudden you see that
But
they're trying to tell, the kids are trying to tell the army, listen, they're trying to tell the Air Force soldiers, stop. We need to kill him.
But that's the thing. The military didn't care. It was their goal to let it out. The funny part is you saw it leading all those kids like a Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Yes.
They made sure they made certain references there. So that Pied Piper reference, all the kids just floating across the lake.
And Mike was the lead.
But the thing that was creepier about all of them happened to be the fact that when you're seeing all of this, before he even becomes the full Pied Piper, he does a puppet show
In the gym,
and people they didn't understand what was going on. The principal looked so weird until his head flew off.
Whoa.
It was like his toupee came off, the head went off to the other side. It was, oof. he really puppeted him. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. They went dark. But now the real question becomes, and this is now spoiler territory as well, because we have that towards the end, they're talking about it said it can go and it sees time differently.
Yep.
It can go backwards and forwards in time. All things are happening at the same time. So Pennywise is going to die at the hands of the Losers Club. It's just a matter of when are they going to get rid of this entity, or is it going to be trying to do something that could prevent them, even though its final call is inevitable.
Yep.
So
agreed.
I'm wondering if we're gonna get the next season, the Easter egg hunt at the factory, or at the factory, the Ironworks factory that they talked about, because that's one of the things, like, no matter which version is, if you read the book, you saw the made-for-TV movie, or the newer one, they talk about those big tragedies that took place.
Oh, meant to even recognize it. Speaking of Easter eggs, did you notice what that totem piece was enclosed in a way?
What, a shell?
Did you notice what it looked like?
No.
A turtle shell.
Yeah, but...
Because if you remember in the book, and you remember even in the movie,
well,
it was a turtle, because the turtle is the reference in King's reference to it, the beast and everything. Instead of the spider in the miniseries movie on TV, it was supposed to be a turtle.
Well,
and everything.
The thing is, you have to remember, when it comes to the story of it and Maturin the turtle, who Maturin the turtle vomited up the universe. It is a different species, but is almost like a brother, a parallel to Maturin. Maturin doesn't get involved, but Maturin did try to give them the information to the kids in the book, at the very least. We know they kind of get a little bit of it in the more modern movie, because they really didn't touch it. It's some very weird, like, Stephen King stuff, but Maturin tells them, it's like, what you can do you need to finish this, because what you can do at 10, you may not be able to do later on in life.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. So
I do like at the end, like, how to kill him, that one extra person, and all you see him doing is flipping him the bird
as he's
going by.
The slow motion running,
yes,
on the ice was hilarious.
But it was so really good to see on that, yeah, that at least someone from beyond is like, you know what, I'm not gonna let my friends die.
But also James Remar,
yeah,
as the general, talking to Pennywise while Pennywise is in like a partially transformed state, because Pennywise is trapped because Dick Halloran was able to get inside its head and make it see something and hold him that back just for a little bit.
And did you notice what Dick Halloran's going to be doing now?
Yeah, learning to cook to go work at a
hotel in Utah. I wonder where he ends up next.
Yeah, it makes me glad I watched Dr. Sleep before it left Netflix. I don't know where where it goes next, but it's definitely...
How about fantasy? Like, no, Rodney.
No, that's the thing. This is something like if you watch it, Welcome to Deary, even watching it, but watching The Shining. The funny thing is, though, I feel like The Shining that they were referencing was the Kubrick version.
Yeah.
But the made-for-TV version was the one that was actually closer to the book. So it was a little confusing, because especially if you do watch Dr. Sleep, they do make the reference and they do show the ghosts from the Overlook Hotel. And you're seeing them in a different light, because now Danny Torrance is now older. Mm-hmm. So there's something there. There is something with this connected Stephen King universe, and I do need to actually read the Dark Tower series so I can find out more about this, because I'm not as versed with this. I've seen the Dark Tower movie.
I know, but
I know it was out of place.
Very out of place.
It didn't make sense to people. No. So King has some really good stuff, but unfortunately, if they're not adapting things in the right way, it might not work.
You have to see that.
And then you got to go back and just go through the books.
Got to see that. Got to check out even like I said, Needful Things, because that, if you look at it, was a shop like Needful Things. If you look at it in that certain way. But all in all, let me tell you, I can't wait for season 2 of this, where they're going to go, where they're going to set it up. And then you see they also set up that the Hanlon family, what are they going to be doing? They're going to be sheep farmers.
They're going to be sheep farmers, but they're taking over the farm to take over for the Native American tribe to help out and keep watch. And because knowing that in 27 years, it will return.
Yep.
So it's very interesting to see like how things are going to play out for all of this. So I'm looking forward to the next season of this. They did such a great job with the effects, the makeup, seeing Pennywise like shifting through the different fears. James Remar's was funny because it's like just when he comes out, Remar's like, "You're free, you can go." And Pennywise has that moment and like sniffs, and it's like, "I remember you. I never forget a smell." And remembered exactly the fear that it turned into to freak him out, and then he gets taken out, which is a good thing because it did help get the soldiers away from everyone else, so the kids had more of an opportunity to be able to re-put that cage back in place.
Now, also, did you see the final ending with that little bit of another Easter egg?
The kind of post-credit scene.
Yes.
Yep.
With one young lady.
Well, the funny part is they used the same actress from the movie.
Sophie. She still looked the same?
Not just her, but it was the same woman who was Mrs. Kirsch in the movie, which there was a tribute, I believe, to her at the end because she passed away.
Yeah.
So they went and they were like tying things together, but it's also showing that certain things might be a little different when it comes to how things are, because the premise that I was understanding from this, and please anyone correct me if I'm wrong,
please email us
in the comments, or you can go and email us at dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com and let us know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. But it did seem like what Pennywise is doing is trying to change the story, make things a little easier for himself, that maybe it could survive the Losers Club, that maybe it could get outside of that circular where it sees all of the timelines and everything's happening at the same time. Because Pennywise is like the past, the present, it all gets confused. It seemed like it was getting confused. Didn't know which kid it was talking about. And to be able to bring up actually like Richie and the other Losers Club, you're sitting there and you're like, why did they come up with, where is he going with this? And it made me think that this is now, it's trying to find a way to alter the timeline. So it's going to need multiple places to try to affect, because you can't stop these kids from being born.
No.
So how are you going to do something that's pretty much like the old Doctor Who, which they would call certain time events are time locked. They're events that cannot be altered. So it's interesting to see if that's how it actually is, and how the writers and the creators of this show do the next season. And please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not as versed in Stephen King's lore and the universe, and I would actually like to be educated on this. If you feel that you know more and you have the information, please
don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Let me know. Leave it in the comments. We have Dragoon's Lair Official on Instagram. We have the Facebook page where you can leave us comments and everything there at Dragoon's Lair Podcast on Facebook. It's one of the groups there. Now, there's so much that was going on with it that it was just so bizarre, but they gave us a lot of stuff with the bonus material, the behind the scenes stuff, but also being able to see that they went and how much they put effort into this. That's the thing that showed that how good this was was the amount that they put in of the effort, the time to make this look as good as it was, to keep the pacing.
Give a good continuity
Yep.
for the next story, and everything culminating into it.
But it's easier to write a prequel, I think, because you already know where things are going. Now it's like, this is, where did they start at this point? And now this is going to be, okay, the next time really shouldn't have anything to do with really anyone from the Losers Club if they're going to go further back in time.
Well, if anything they touch, you might learn about Beverly Marsh.
Yeah, they might, but the thing is,
but you never know.
I don't think they're doing that because this is now going further back.
Yeah.
At least that's what they claim online. So, did you have anything from the vault that you wanted to share, Jimmy?
No, we just shared about, like I said, with the watching Scrooged.
Yes.
And everything. And I just finished Gremlins, which is on HBO Max. On my Christmas.
Another great Christmas movie.
Yes.
Now, here's a simple question for you, and this goes out to everyone at home. What are your top 6? Because I love top 6 lists. What are your top 6 Christmas movies to watch?
Well, you got to understand, with me, Christmas movies can also consider, let's say, 8-bit?
It's whatever you consider a Christmas movie. Mm-hmm. And I consider movies that take place at Christmas to also be Christmas movies. They don't need to be like a Hallmark, like Christmas movie or anything. I mean, your top 6 that you will watch each year.
Okay. Number 1, Scrooged.
Okay.
Number 2, Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Okay.
Which is a new one now I've been watching lately. 8-bit.
Okay. 8-bit Christmas.
8-bit Christmas. Die Hard.
Of course.
Of course. And Christmas Vacation.
Of course.
And of course, the ever popular, and I only watch it once, not 24 times, Christmas Story.
Okay.
And I haven't shot my eye out. But also in between, just as consolations, I will add the Rankin Bass, and I'll put it as a whole, the Rankin Bass Holiday Collection.
Okay.
Because, and funny thing with that is, it's not only as everybody you see, the claymation, but it also includes Frosty. People don't realize that. Frosty and Frosty's Winter Wonderland are considered part of the Rankin Bass, and it always impresses.
Rankin Bass did do them, so
yes, of course, and everything. So, but that's one couple of things that I'll watch over, and Bill Murray's Christmas.
Yeah. See, for me, I have to say, 8-Bit Christmas is definitely on that list. A Christmas Story once, not all the time.
And the same thing with Christmas Vacation.
See, now, I don't put Christmas Vacation on my list. No. See, I will go, and I will have to say, Violent Night.
Absolutely.
So, Silent Night, the new one that came out last year. Love that one. I will definitely be watching that one again. Die Hard, of course.
Have you seen all these little bits, like Merry Christmas from...
But wait, let me get through.
Yes, yes.
How many have I said so far?
So far, you have Die Hard, you have Silent Night, and you have, I believe it was Christmas Story?
A Christmas Story, but I believe I also said one more. What was that one? Was that Scrooged? Or was that 8-Bit?
No, you didn't say Scrooge yet.
Yeah, Scrooged. But now number 6, Krampus.
Ah, yes, Krampus.
Because if you're going to do the people on the nice list, why not show the side of the naughty list? So tell us what your top 6 holiday movies are for the Christmas season. Let us know at dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. That's all one word. Dragoon is spelled with 2 O's. That's dragoonslairpodcast@gmail.com. And you can see me do my little hand gestures if you're watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, because Spotify is where you can see the Dragoon's Lair podcast video version first. Everywhere else will be the audio version. Now, let's go, and Jimmy, you want to take us into Amazon Prime's The Mighty Nein?
The Mighty Nein, basically, in the first 3 episodes that I've seen. First off, let me tell you this. A medieval time. This is like a medieval based story. Am I correct on this?
It is actually more of a Dungeons and Dragons style story because this is done by the Critical Role folks, the same people who bring you the Legend of Vox Machina.
Yes. Well, let me explain something to you folks. This is a PG-13 cartoon. We will say that.
No.
But it's even we're going at least I'm starting there.
It is not PG-13.
No.
It is not. No.
With all the freaking references they use?
It is.
Holy shit.
This is R-rated. This is not for children.
No.
I want to stress this enough. That is not made for children.
Please watch it at night just like you watch Spawn. And keep the lights on or off if you want.
Go ahead. Take it.
But it's basically everybody's basically talking about they're trying to meet, one's trying to meet a master who is like an invisible person. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
The Traveler?
The Traveler,
yes. The Traveler?
Oh my gosh. And then you got these, like, magician that says, he calls himself the Captain. But
he's not a magician.
No. He's just like, where the hell does he get these swords and everything else? It's like, okay. Then you have the drunk, who comes up with the troll.
Well, the goblin is the rogue of the story, not the brave is his name.
Yeah, not the brave.
Her name.
Her name, yes. Brave. With the potty mouth of it all.
It's a goblin. What do you expect?
Elmer Fudd. No. You don't expect shit, everything out of the four-word book out of this mouth.
Yes, because it is a Dungeons and Dragons style story, so the characters fit certain kinds of archetypes as well, not just from being tieflings and goblins and humans, but you do have a monk, a rogue, a sorcerer, a wizard, and you have as well, so you've got a good eclectic group, including a cleric who sees the Traveler.
And yes,
Laura Bailey is absolutely amazing.
And well, one thing is this, where you have her, a little training. I believe she's the training magician. I believe sorcerer in the blue.
The tiefling?
Ming.
The girl?
Yes. That Ming's character.
Ming Na Wen?
Yes.
No, that's a monk.
That's the monk. The monk that still has a potty mouth too, which still cracks me up.
All have
She is like, she's like everybody. Listen, I don't care what she's doing. Stop fucking following me. I'm gonna go on my own. But everybody's like, no, listen, we all got to stay together.
It's a group of misfits.
Misfits ain't the word. I think it'd be like crazy misfits.
No, if you've seen The Legend of Vox Machina, they're a team. They are a cohesive unit. They have one more season coming up, as far as I know. I think that might be the final season. But the Mighty Nine
is entirely different.
They are not the heroes that are a group. They are not a cohesive unit. They dropped this. I didn't even realize that they had dropped the Mighty Nine. And I was so happy that I saw it when I did, because it was already close to 6 episodes in. I am actually further along than Jimmy, so I don't want to spoil anything for Jimmy.
No. Shall we laugh and tell everybody? I'm watching episode 4, and all of a sudden it went.
It glitched.
It glitched.
Oh,
that was funny. It's a funny ass glitch.
This just goes to show me that Amazon is using AI again in other forms, because it's having some issues when it comes to the translation, because one of the sorcerer, who is basically out of his mind, he speaks German. So they have the German language there, and the subtitles that come up, they were glitching out. You couldn't read them.
No.
I had to go back. It's like had to turn on the closed captioning, because what was on the screen I couldn't read it. And I believe that this is Amazon screwing up again, because everyone is pushing AI. AI can be a good tool, but this is not one of them, and they need to stop.
Everybody needs to stop using AI and stuff. I just heard, and you would actually be enthused with this, speaking of AI.
What?
A certain friend of mine is a professor in a school and university in New Jersey.
Okay.
Has to report some students for cheating using AI. Oh, I heard that. I'm like, what?
Oh,
I'm like, listen.
The children.
Listen. Don't do this stuff. Don't use it to cheat. Do what you do the honest thing. Do the damn freaking work.
Nope.
I know.
Nope.
Yes, people that no.
No, because unfortunately somebody didn't go and put it into ChatGPT to write the paper, then put it into another one to make it seem less AI.
Exactly.
Because here's the thing, kiddos and boys and girls out there. You can take one line of text from any document and you can put it into Google and you can find where things came from. So they can find where you took stuff from already. So if you're not using your original stuff, they're going to check because they're going to look. They know everyone's using AI to write the papers nowadays.
Your integrity should be respectable, not disrespectful.
But here's the fun part. You can write a paper yourself. You didn't use ChatGPT or anything. You typed it up. There are ways for them to look and see how many keystrokes, how long it took. If you had to go back and rewrite words because they didn't go and you spelled them incorrectly, there are ways for them to check that. But if you write it yourself and they still say that it's AI, that's because things like ChatGPT want to take credit for it anyway.
Exactly.
So if you're not using AI, you can be blamed for using AI when you didn't. AI has become such a crutch. And I use a couple of programs when it comes to us getting the episodes out. And yes, it's AI, but it's only for specific things. It's not for anything else. I can't ask it a bunch of questions. I can't tell it to go and it's like, make me this. No, it's already programmed to do what it's going to do. That's all.
That's it.
But
the Mighty Nein isn't that bad. I'll tell you that. But I'm looking forward to more. I'll probably be watching episode 4, rewatching episode 4 later at home because it won't be glitching.
At the time of recording this, there is 7 episodes out. There is 1 more episode left for the season. I am at episode 7.
That's
Jimmy
good.
is on 4.
Because of technical difficulties.
Trust me, I powered through the technical difficulties, but yeah.
I tried, I know.
It was rough.
Listen, I watched Tokyo Vice, which was with Aaron Eckold. And let me tell you something. It's an hour show. It took me an hour 20 minutes. Why? Because I had to, wait a minute. What did I miss? Oh, man. I always had to go back and check it because somebody said something in Japanese and you got to go back and check it out.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. That's why I'm a dub watcher, not a sub watcher, but I still watch things that are subbed when I can't wait. My Hero Academia was a prime example. I didn't want to wait for the dubs, so I already finished and they are, as of the day before this comes out, they should have only 1 episode left to dub of the season. You know, there are other anime that I've watched that I'm watching subtitled because it's just subtitled. But at the same time, those sometimes take me a little longer to watch because time constraints and being able to watch things. I want to make sure I'm paying attention. And I don't want to be distracted. The phone rings, somebody sends you a text message, whatever it is. So if you're responding, you have to stop. I don't want to stop. I want to just be engrossed in what I'm watching.
Exactly.
Now, so far, how do you feel about the Mighty Nein?
Not bad. I want more.
Okay.
Exactly.
Good. So
yes.
I want people to see this because I want there to be another season of the Mighty Nein. So,
and you want to know what's in that orb and what controls that orb.
Oh, you're going to find out. There's more.
And I do love, and I will say this, I do love who they got for half the voices. Oh. Mr. Alan Cummings himself, Mr. Jonathan Frakes. They have even, Mark Strong.
Yep.
It's amazing.
But there's even
Ming-Na. I can say
Ming-Na Wen.
Yes.
You're
Excuse
screwing
me.
me up saying it. No, Ming-Na Wen
When?
is amazing. I have enjoyed watching her over the years, from Mulan to
ER. I've watched her.
the original Street Fighter movie.
And yes. By the way,
She was Chun-Li.
did you see the teaser for that?
I saw the teaser for the new Street Fighter, and I have to say, they took it the comical route, it looks like, and I'm glad they did.
They went away from the Van Damme version, but I'm sorry. I mean, even though Raul, may you rest in peace,
Raul Julia
is attached to that and everything, but
Well, he did that for his kids.
yeah. But I'll tell you one thing though, it's a lot better. This is a lot better. This is a hell of a lot better because
Well, look,
it shows the fights
But we will see.
and the challenge.
We'll see how this all plays out. The teaser was a teaser. So
Yes.
you only got glimpses. And, we have Roman Reigns as Akuma. So you have a Samoan who's supposed to be Japanese. And somebody said this before, and I'm going to copy this joke because, that's not the first time that's ever happened, Yokozuna. Which Roman Reigns is related to Yokozuna.
And you have even, I don't know, Jason Momoa playing Blanca.
Yep. Which the funny thing is, though, they kept some of the characters, they lost a little something because Momoa's not getting rid of the beard. Blanca never had a beard.
No.
You've got the guy playing Dan. What is it? The comedian. He's got the stupid mustache.
Oh, I can't think of it.
it's the guy. I don't find Andrew Schultz. I think.
Yeah.
I don't find him funny. But seeing Cody Rhodes with the high top Guile haircut.
Yeah.
And the way everybody likes to say, can't wait to hear the sonic boom.
Sonic boom.
No, remember Cody has a lisp, so they're the sonic boom. It's definitely going to be an interesting movie.
It is going to be an interesting movie.
I know you're looking for it, Jimmy.
I mean, they have Orville Peck as Vega.
Listen, Koji, who's playing Ryu, Andrew Koji, I've loved him in Warrior. I thought he was actually really good as Storm Shadow in the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie.
Yes. They got 50 Cent as Balrog. He looks good.
As Balrog?
Balrog.
You really got to learn these names.
I know. And they're not listing him as Roman Reigns. They're listing him as Joe Anoa'i. As Akuma.
Well, they have to because,
Andrew Schultz is Dan Hibiki.
And they're letting him keep the mustache. Dan doesn't have a mustache. I really wish they would have made him get rid of that.
They also have in there another wrestler by the name of Goto.
Yeah.
If you watch New Japan, you know who Goto is.
And he does not look that big to be E Honda.
No, they have Kyle Mooney's in it as Marvin.
Yeah.
And everything. They're going to destroy a car, just like the bonus rounds. I like that.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like they're at least taking it ridiculousness the same way that we already know the Mortal Kombat movies are taken a little more seriously in a darker tone.
Yeah.
So this looks like this is going to be the opposite.
They're trying to basically say, okay, we're going to catch up to him. Let's catch up to him.
No, it's
for a
not,
certain point.
No, we know we're making a ridiculous movie. We're making a movie off of a fighting game from the 90s. Let's just be clear about this one. They know it's ridiculous, and they're keeping the ridiculousness and the camp, and I think that's going to be the thing that makes it worth the watch. So, now we have one last movie that we watched for this episode.
Yes.
And we had to go and wait for it to come out because it came out on December 12th. The new Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh, yes.
Now, this is, whatever we say, I'm going to give a blanket spoiler warning up ahead because this is one of those things where this is a murder mystery. We're going to do our best not to give away the plot too much. But the cast alone, Josh Brolin as a crazed preacher.
Yes.
Absolutely hilarious. He did such a great job. You could see that there was some political leanings in this from the way they're talking about things and what's being done. But Jeremy Renner in the movie, you had such a good cast for this movie.
Kerry Washington.
I think this movie was better than Glass Onion.
Yeah.
Not better than the first
No,
Knives
the
Out.
first one is the table setter.
But this
Yeah.
one, I feel like, is like the one you might want to, if you saw Glass Onion and you didn't think it was as good, this one is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Because Glass Onion told one story. This is telling another story about a murder that took place in a church. But the backstory behind the church, the backstory that you find out about each one of these different characters, the leanings that they have, their secrets,
The craziness.
there is so much going on. You even had the guy who was on Wings, that he was like the mechanic on Wings.
Yes, Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, Thomas Hayden Church is like, I notice how I remember him from Wings instead of saying Sandman from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
But no, so he really went, and he's in this movie. I was not expecting him to be there, and when you see his character, it just, everything about this movie I feel like worked on the right levels where you have to pay attention, because this really is that murder mystery where you can't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to put it on the background and I'll look up. No, this is put your phone down, put it on silent or turn it off while you're watching the movie, because you need to be able to zone in on this one.
You have to pay attention to every step of the way, every part of the story, from beginning to end.
Even I went and I kind of thought I had some of it, and then it threw me for a loop, and I was like, wait, no, okay, yes, I had it, but I didn't have all the pieces to the puzzle. They were there. I had the conclusion kind of figured out, but not in the way that I thought that it actually did unfold.
That was a crazy ass tomb also.
Oh yeah, like the story. I think one of the funniest things in this movie, which this is a little spoilery, but not really, they have a tomb and it's been vandalized and they're painting over a bunch of spray painted
penises.
But
she didn't say that.
One of the women didn't realize what they were and called them rocket ships. It just, things like that. There were little touches to the movie.
Did she remind you of John Turturro's character in Mr. Deeds? A lot. The way she would.
I actually didn't watch Mr. Deeds.
Oh God, he would come in out of nowhere like. It's just too funny.
But no.
But the way Glenn Close came in on that.
Oh yeah.
On her character, it was just too funny. She's like, would you like to?
Yes. That was the thing. She was so good in this, and the role that she had, Daniel Craig coming back as this
Benoit Blanc.
Exactly, and they're making references to even other mystery stories. You see that they're even making references to some Agatha Christie stories. They went deep with this one,
and they're even showing that this is following a murder mystery story in a way.
Yes, they really went, and they're following the thematics you would see in an actual script. Like, this is the manuscript that I almost wanted to read this as an actual book, because you could only imagine how much more details would have been in this if it was already a book. And I'm not sure if the Knives Out series of movies could be books.
It could be, because listen, you created a character just like you created Hercule Poirot and everything, but it's just amazing that Rian Johnson created this Benoit Blanc character.
Yeah.
And that he is this amazing detective in a way and everything. But when you see Josh O'Connell as the priest, and he's like, all right, listen up. Everybody shut up a minute. Now, we got a mystery on our hands. All right? I want nobody leaving here. Me and Mr. Benoit Blanc here are going to interview you all.
Yeah,
and it's like, it just took over.
It really is one of those things where you're just like, everyone gave like such a great performance. And they gave good performances in Glass Onion, because it's the only way to compare. You can't compare. This was closer to the first movie than like Glass Onion. Glass Onion was more like an adventure mixed in with the mystery. This was a true murder mystery. And I like what they did. I like the fact that they really dug in deep when it came to actually going and like telling the story, but getting those little elements of each one of the characters where they just turn that dial, where it was either the personalities turned up or they turned them down depending on who was in the room with them. They did such a phenomenal job. There's a reason why last night, at the time of recording this, when I was looking at it, it was #1 on the Netflix list.
Of course.
And it is so worth it. There's a bunch of other things that have come out that I want to be able to watch, but I was so glad that we made sure we picked this one.
Oh, you kidding me? Since I seen the ta-dum special that they had on Netflix and they announced this, I was looking forward to this because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that Netflix is coming out with for next year, including the Avatar Airbender Season 2.
Yep.
Which I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to it because I want to see what they do with Toph.
Yes.
I want to see what they do with like a bunch of other characters. Mm-hmm. It's the same. There's a bunch of things that are all coming out at the same time. I know, like you got rid of your Disney Plus account, and they started releasing the second season of Percy Jackson. So.
And Wonder Man's coming out next month.
Yep.
Because they pushed it up for next month.
Well, because I don't think they wanted it to compete with some of the other stuff.
On the side effect of it, and everything, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a big Beatles fan like myself, and on Thanksgiving they released the anthology. They added a little bit towards the end, however.
Which the Beatles anthology?
The Beatles anthology that was on ABC. Mm. They went into the middle, and they edited a lot of it out, and he was disappointed in it. I says, it's not like the DVD and the VHS that people owned. And everything says, no.
Nobody owned the VHS for that.
No, a lot of people have. A lot of people bought the VHS in crazy ways.
How would you have a VHS? They didn't, when it came out, there was no VHS.
No,
anymore.
You'll be surprised. There was a VHS for this before this hit.
This wasn't...
In 94, it came out.
I thought you meant the documentary that came out, the one Peter Jackson did.
No, that one's on full DVD.
Yeah, that's why I was like, there's no way that was...
No, that's a whole different one.
Yeah.
That's a whole different... That one is an amazing one itself. Because, not for nothing, a 5th/6th, whatever you want to call him, Beatle saved their butts to finish this album and everything they wanted to do. Yep. And that's why I'm always a fan of one Billy Preston, because he saved them.
Well, listen,
he went into that studio.
Listen, if anybody wants to buy a Christmas present for themselves or anyone else, there is a link in the Facebook group where you can go and buy Dragoon's Lair podcast merchandise. So get yourself a mug, a shirt, something. Help support us and make sure that you get yourself and your loved ones some Dragoon's Lair merchandise, and share the love, spread the word about the podcast.
If you've loved the sticker that's been sent to you, or you have, guess what? We have more merchandise.
Merchandising. So if you can pick any of that up, I greatly would appreciate it.
Yes,
it would help the show out a lot. And not only would it help the show out a lot, but it can also maybe help us get a higher production value going.
And give us good advertisement.
Yes. It'd be nice to see some people walking around with the Dragoon's Lair podcast.
Hey, where'd you get that Dragoon's Lair podcast coffee mug?
Yeah.
It's like, well, you got to go here.
It's the perfect thing to go and tell your coworkers screw you when you're having coffee in the office. So just make sure you get some Dragoon's Lair podcast merchandise. We also have in the Facebook group, there's also a link to the coffee group where you can go and you can make a donation to the show. We don't ask for anything because we're not really doing any advertising and whatnot. The show is free. So if you could help us out, we would greatly appreciate it in the holiday season. Mm-hmm. This is the time for giving, folks, and this is the time when you can help us give back to you, because then we'll be able to afford better equipment, some more sound gear and everything, and maybe even be able to get us into some more conventions where we can bring you even more wonderful interviews.
Yes.
So now we've had one hell of a show.
Absolutely.
This is the holiday season, and we're not disappearing for you guys. We're here, and you can go back and listen to any one of the older episodes of the Dragoon's Lair podcast, and it'll help you get through that family time that you are spending with your family that we know you don't want to talk to this time.
Put the bourbon down and listen to the podcast. Put the Twinkies down, Marv.
No. Just put your earbuds in and listen, and this way you can pretend you're listening to your mom complain about how your life has turned out. Put the earbuds in and listen to the podcast and drown out the sounds of your aunts and uncles asking, when are you going to get married? You know, drown out the noise of the family squabbles and who's going to get that turkey leg. Go and listen to the Dragoon's Lair podcast because, frankly, you need a break.
Yes, you do.
All of the family drama.
I'm going to quote my mother on this because this is the best. No, mom rules because, let's put it this way. Yes, they do.
No, but you got me scared on what you could be quoting.
No. I'm going to quote something she sent out in a photo in November during Thanksgiving time and everything. And it was something very phenomenal because it deals with rules. Okay. So now, these are now going to be Christmas rules, which was Thanksgiving. Rule 1, if you don't cook it, don't touch the foil. Keep your hands off it. All right? Rule 2, don't you dare freaking show up with freaking Tupperware and aluminum pans if you didn't bring anything. And no Sprite. I don't know why they say that, no Sprite. I know. Rule number 2. No, number 3. If you can't cook, that's where you say don't bring Sprite. All right? Just bring some decent soda. All right? Bring Coke, bring Pepsi, bring Dr. Pepper. Rule 4. Whoever made the mac and cheese is automatically the captain of the table. Respect them. Rule 5. Don't ask who made what. Just watch what dish is full at the end and act accordingly. All right. Rule 6. No new partners. If you didn't meet them before Halloween, they ain't coming in. You ain't getting a Christmas gift if you came in after Halloween and before Thanksgiving. Yep, you're out. If your plate looks dry, that's because you and God. That's between you and God. Don't complain. Don't touch the thermos. That's how family fights begin, of course. Whoever said, I'm just going to go get a little bit, always comes back with at least a plate about 3 feet high. And finally, if you fall asleep on the couch, don't you dare think we're not going to take pictures. And make sure you have a lot of soap handy and water because you might get a little written on that one. So thank you and enjoy on that. And thanks, Ma. I know. They got to work.
That was actually a good
And I also like to say in special thank you to you, special friends that we've been helping out with Toys for Tots. You ready?
Yep. What do we got?
1,068 toys were brought to Toys for Tots boxes to help bring kids Christmas gifts this season. So to my ladies out there, and you know who you are, it was a pleasure. And hopefully whoever helped you out, please thank you. All right? Thank you from them, even me, who even, listen, I made sure.
Thank you to everybody who contributed and
even to any charity that you did, that you took a nickel out and everything, even to the Salvation Army people and all, thank you. Feeding anybody that helped out, thank you. Yep. All right?
Yeah.
Don't be a Scrooge on that.
Yeah, this is the time of year where you should be putting everyone else first, not yourself. This is a time of giving. This is a season that we have to remember the cold is upon us and that the year is the ending of the cycle is ending and we are getting ready to start the brand new year and the new season. So let's make sure that everybody has a happy holiday. Doesn't matter what you believe, doesn't matter what you celebrate, but making sure that a kid has something for Christmas and has a positive experience is definitely something that you can keep in your heart and know that that's something you can be proud of.
Not only that, if you give a can, you put in the box said food drive, you put a can in there, thank you. That helps feed least 3 to 4 people in that household.
Yep.
All right. So
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody who contributed to every charity out there and is doing the good work that should be done to help people out that are in rough situations. We appreciate each and every one of you out there. So we want to give you guys your props. So thank you, each and every one of you out there who's contributed to a Toys for Tots or any other charity, food bank, you know. Don't just do it this time of year.
No kid hungry. Exactly.
Yeah, like make sure that you also go and you find your local food bank and you make donations, because no one should go hungry. No one should be cold throughout this winter season.
If you see a coat drop off and you have one that's new, they haven't worn yet, that's like, yeah, I'm not going to wear this.
Or new-ish.
Newish, exactly. They even have that on the side for the coats.
Yep.
So
As
don't
long
be
as
shy.
if you took good care of your jacket, but it's not for you anymore, make sure you make a donation, even if you're dropping off a sweater. Mm-hmm. So, Jimmy, you want to give everyone your socials?
Absolutely. Snapchat, James0925. All lowercase. James, yes, SI0925, excuse me. Instagram and Threads, James H_the 4th. All lowercase. James Haynes the 4th on Facebook. James925 on Blue Sky. TikTok, James0925 with a capital J. All right, you can always find me there. And still on Tubi, we are family. Hit the 10 episodes and enjoy the family, guys. Because we all are family. We've come out of that sphere and everything. And by the way, just so you know, the gentleman that created it, if you're on Netflix, Best Guest Live, please give me a comment and tell me, look at my show, look at his show. Then look back, look at this. Why do I sound like the Old Spice guy when I do that? But look, I've talked to a few of the people that I know from the show, and I want to know if you agree with us or if it's entirely different concept. Let me know. Thank you very much.
And you can find me, the Blue Dragoon 13, very easily at Blue Dragoon 13 on Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. You can find the Blue Dragoon 13 YouTube channel. You can also find me on Twitch, where you can find me on Instagram, Blue Dragoon 13, as well as Threads. Not only that, but you can find the Dragoon's Lair podcast on, what was that again? Oh, yeah, that's right. Dragoon's Lair Official on Instagram. You can also find the Dragoon's Lair podcast Facebook page. You can make sure you find us there. You can listen to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Audible, as well as 1 week later, you're able to watch the episodes on the Blue Dragoon 13 YouTube channel. That's Blue Dragoon 13. Blue Dragoon, that's Dragon with 2 O's. Blue Dragoon and the number 13. Easy to find me. There is a link in every single one of my socials that will take you to the Discord group, and you can sign up for the Discord group and we can form a community there, do some watch events and everything, and we can have a blast and we can talk more about movies, TV shows. We can even talk about if you're having trouble at the gym or getting yourself motivated to go to the gym. I'm more than willing to give you that pep talk you need of, hey, you're not doing it because of the new year. You're doing it so you can be healthy.
Exactly.
Now, with that being said, we have had a wonderful, a good 2025.
Yes.
It could definitely have been better.
Yes.
But we had some good times, and we want to thank everyone throughout 2025 who's been a part of this show. We want to say thank you to each one of them. I want to thank everyone who's been a guest, who's been interviewed. You guys are absolutely amazing. Everyone who's left a comment on one of the videos, thank you so much. Your engagement means the world to us, because that lets other people know on the algorithms that people are watching, they're listening, and that we can keep going, and there's more out there. So thank each and every one of you. But remember, folks, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Now get out.
Merry New Year!
Happy holidays, folks.